Hey guys, this is Adrian. Just wanted to come on here and apologize for the lack of an episode. Last time it was supposed to come out. Unfortunately, due to one of us getting sick and the episode just being really long, it made it really difficult to edit this episode in a timely fashion. Even so, this episode is still over 2 hours long. So it was really hard to cut out a lot of sections, especially when they were dealing with certain sections of the book that we didn't talk about later. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome everybody back to another episode of Demi-God Discussion. I'm your co-host Adrian.
I'm the real host Randy.
Other host Gianni.
And we have a very special guest this episode, Avena. I'm not sure if you guys can hear her. It's my dog. She's here in my room for this episode.
Yeah,
so.
she can't breathe.
Snarl for me.
She breathes heavy. She's yeah.
She will never know peace in her life because of her breathing condition.
It's really sad. But I mean, hey, we keep her comfortable here, so. And also, she's just like me in the fact that she sleeps all day and does absolutely nothing. So, it's perfect. You know, I give her medicine, she eats, she shits, she sleeps. Right? That's a base-ass living style. So.
I would want to live like that.
Hell yeah. So, to start off the episode, one correction from last episode, we completely forgot to mention Percy and Grover's empathy link. Like, completely, totally. We just skipped it right over.
Did we actually?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty... It's the whole reason why Percy's been getting the dreams of Grover. Because they have an empathy link, it allows them to communicate to each other. So, yeah. Also, we have 88 podcast downloads. That's fun. We're nearing 100. I don't know how many active listeners we got. It's probably like 10. Because there's like 7 episodes? There's like 6 of you guys listening.
Yeah.
Hi, how you guys doing?
There's better podcasts out there, but we appreciate you sticking around.
We appreciate you a lot.
No, where's my money? No.
If they want to send us money, they can, I guess. Just send us an email. I don't know why you would want to. Better recording equipment, maybe? I mean, I don't know. We really only have one mic.
You just found your cum stains on this bed.
That's not, no, funny enough, that's Avena. That's her slobber. That stained my bed sheets. She'll, like, crawl up onto my bed, and because she's, like, fat and stubby, like, her drool is just right there.
You're telling me her drool leaves stains?
Yeah.
Hell no. Acid drool.
Yeah. Yeah. She could melt bugs by spitting at them.
Yeah. Because I don't leave my remnant on my sheets. It's always either on a person or in a person. So, we're going to move on.
And we have that on camera.
Yeah, Adrian does like coming on himself and in.
Wait, what?
Like,
it's like a tube that feeds into my stomach.
Yeah,
What?
It's called the mouth.
That's crazy.
Oh.
He did one time this trick shot, right?
Huh?
You know,
Is this
actually,
true,
no, yes. Yes, it like went over my head. And then like... to the wall behind me.
How do you guys even nut this powerfully?
I don't know if we want to explain that on
practice.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to explain that on a Percy Jackson
It's like
podcast.
the Kamehameha, bro. You just gotta practice and eventually get stronger.
I always forget, this is like a kids' teens book that we're talking about.
This
our
is why
nut
this
shooting.
podcast is rated R.
That is
It
true.
might as well be.
They know what they're getting into when they saw the age rating for this.
This is just an excuse for us to rant about shit.
Yeah.
We use Percy Jackson as a cover.
That's half the entertainment of this podcast.
Yes.
Just randomly ranting about crap while talking about Percy Jackson.
Go through it and then we're gonna rant about each scene.
Right. About each what?
Yes,
Each
each scene that you're talking
Each
about, we're
scene,
gonna rant about
okay.
it.
We're gonna be like an English teacher. Talk about how it connects to your real life. Like, they're killing monsters. What are you talking about? How does this connect to my
How
life?
does Greek
I felt
mythology
real
help you?
when homie catch those fire cannonballs with his hands, bro, and he just proceeded to throw them back, incinerated fools.
I'm very familiar with throwing shit back, so I relate.
It relates to how I'd be taking back shots without it having any effect on me.
Real.
Of course, he said real to that.
I say no effect, but obviously the clap on my ass cheeks is involuntary. So.
Involuntary. God. Oh God, that's terrible. It's been like 5 minutes, and we haven't talked about Percy Jackson. All right.
So okay, we're actually we're just gonna dive right into it. We're reviewing chapters 11 through 20, the second half of this book. So chapter 11 is called Clarice Blows Up Everything, right? So where we left off, they were fighting a Hydra, Percy, Annabeth, and Tyson, right? And then they got saved by Clarice, who was on a naval ship.
Yes.
With a bunch of dead Confederates.
Yeah. Canonically, she believes in slaves now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't... Okay, they explain it later, but the reason why they're there...
Don't they explain it, like, soon after that?
Yeah. Like, in this chapter. But basically, every losing side of a war owes a debt to Ares. It's their punishment, their curse for losing a war. So he can call upon them whenever. And in this instance, they're called upon in their naval ship to help Clarice with the quest. Because, remember, at the end of the day, this is her quest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing. The Confederates like Annabeth because she's from Virginia. And they do not like Percy. They like him at first because his last name is Jackson, right? Like the Confederate War General. But then he says he's from New York, so they just call him a fucking Yankee for the rest of the time that they're in this book.
Dang, surprised they didn't do it with the hard R, Yanker.
God.
This is why your voice started fucking up.
Yeah, my throat hurts. Okay. I just led the doorway to a bunch of jokes now.
Yeah, especially with that throat.
God damn.
Real.
Anyways. Tunnel passage, if you will.
What the fuck? Also, I apologize. I have a runny nose, so...
Yeah, Adrian got us sick.
Us? Hell no. You get me sick, I gotta throw you out the window.
Ugh. I can't breathe too much. Because I had a clogged nose, so I feel like shit.
ICBs be hitting different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna move forward, though.
I will save that joke for later.
So, yeah. They like Annabeth, they don't like Percy. Obviously, the one leading the crew is Clarice, and she lets them know that Tantalus expelled them forever. It's just like, fuck you guys. And then Dionysus said that if they ever come back to camp, he would turn them into squirrels and then run them over with his SUV. The important part here, why does the god of wine need an SUV?
I mean, you get bored after a while.
You know, like...
Hand in hand, best iconic duo.
Yeah. He sees that...
Literally changes lives.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
Jesus.
if you think about it, drunk driving is the safest way to drive. Because whenever they get involved in an accident, the drunk driver always lives.
That's not... That's not...
That is true. They have a higher chance of living compared to the family of 5 they just killed. I'm not even kidding. This is an actual thing. This is an actual thing.
Anyway, continue.
So shut up.
We're gonna move on. Oh yeah. So they try and convince Clarice that they can help each other, right? Mm-hmm. They all need to go to the Sea of Monsters anyways, right? But she gets a little bit angry. She's saying, I don't need your help. And then she lets something slip that implies that the Oracle said she's going to fail, right? So there's a little inkling of knowledge there for us. That's just in the background.
Background.
Yeah.
Huh?
So... I mean, she plays it off, and then she tells him to go to sleep. So they go to sleep, and then Percy dreams again. And then, with his empathy link, it's of Grover. And Grover gets caught, like, that's what's called, unraveling the wedding veil, right?
Mm-hmm.
he gets caught by Polyphemus. That's his name. I remembered because I remember last episode. We had no idea how to fucking pronounce it because I didn't remember it. I didn't have it written down anywhere. But it's Polyphemus. So he catches him, her, whatever, and takes him outside, takes Grover outside, and it's like, we get a description of the island, right? It's like a saddle. So, like, imagine a saddle. If you've ever played Minecraft, imagine that, and then there's an island. And then split it down the middle. Push it apart, and it's roped together by, like, a rope bridge, right? Sheep on both sides. On the side that they're on, Polyphemus grabs a pair of, like, shears, right? Takes some wool off of one of the sheep, and then gives it to Grover and says that it's magical wool and that it cannot be unraveled. I don't know how that works. I mean, it's magic, I guess. I don't fucking know. Cyclops magic is weird. I mean, we've seen giant magic and shit, but who knows? Whatever,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, we did see Typhon just take balls to the face. Flaming balls, to be specific.
Typhon.
Typhon.
Oh, I forgot about that last episode.
Yeah, we're gonna learn more about Typhon this episode.
It's been 3 weeks since we recorded.
Yeah, he's a goated character.
I love Tyson. He's cool. Moving forward, Percy gets woken up by one of the ghosts. I think it's the ghost captain, right? He gets woken up by the ghost captain. And they've arrived at the Sea of Monsters. So when Percy wakes up and he starts getting ready, he leaves and then he sees Clarice through, like, a ventilation shaft, right? And who is she talking to but none other than Ares. And Ares is basically saying, I don't give 2 fucks what the Oracle says. Shut the fuck up. Make me proud, you dumb fucking woman. One of my sons should have taken this quest. So not only... And then he raises his fist and she flinches. So not only does Ares beat his children, he's also a sexist. Yeah. So, not... not good propaganda for Ares. So, especially doing this in the last book.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and,
not a good show for him after getting clapped by a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, you take that too literally.
Percy leaves because also he doesn't want to get caught staring at them. He goes up and then I believe we get a description of... Oh, no, we figure out that they're going to Charybdis and Scylla, right? Charybdis is a giant whirlpool, right? Sucks up all the water and spits it out. It's on a 3-minute interval, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scylla is a snake lady.
Isn't this supposed to be Scylla?
I don't fucking know.
Scylla, yeah.
You know what?
Scylla?
Yeah.
I was pronounced as Scylla. It's like, you know, like when you read something...
more like Skillish, you motherfucker.
Like when you read something in a book and you've never heard it said out loud,
yeah.
So you pronounce it in your head. Yeah. That's how I pronounced, like, Poseidon.
Oh.
I was pronounced a Poseidon. When I was, like,
Poseidon?
10. Well, because I, like, that E-I, I was, like, 10, bruh. Like...
Poseidon?
That's what you guys call him in Smite, Poseidon.
Yeah, but that's exactly what you called him as a kid, basically.
Yeah, basically. And then how he looks in Fortnite, he's basically just pussy juice in the form of a human. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you played Fortnite recently?
I've seen it.
Yeah. Have you seen the TikTok one where they undo his fucking belt and he has a giant schlong?
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
So obviously, so it doesn't get taken down on TikTok, they have text over it that says, "Oh, Poseidon's getting a medallion soon." So it's like, it's like, oh, they're gonna add an update to the game, but they just use that so they could hide that he has his fucking schlong hanging out. It's so stupid. But
I gotta see this, Agent.
Okay, I'm coughing over here. I'm gonna cut that out because no one wants to hear my coughing.
That's true.
No one wanted to hear that whole Poseidon bit either.
No. They needed to hear it.
It's completely necessary.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll send you the link later. That we can get it
Hell yeah,
together.
I can see some Poseidon cop.
Hell yeah.
Gianni looks so disappointed.
Moving forward. What are we talking about? Oh yeah. Charybdis and Scylla. Right? Scylla's a snake lady who has, like, multiple different heads. She has, like, one head. But it's, like... I don't know how they describe Scylla. I don't fucking know. She either has, like, tentacles or something that, like, reach down and snatch, like, sailors from their boats and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they're like, oh, we gotta go to Charybdis because we can't risk, like, going too close to Scylla. And Percy has a great idea. He's just like, what if we just all go, like, underwater? Like, not underwater, like, into the ship. And Clarice says, oh, then she just get angry and she might snatch up the entire ship. I don't fucking know how that works. But I mean,
he didn't say how big Scylla was, so maybe she could, maybe she, I don't know.
I mean, I guess so. Well, okay, because we get, like, and we see her later, sort of, right? So they go. Also, Charybdis. Why does she have fucking braces? Why does Charybdis, the fucking whirlpool of the damned, have braces? Who put that on her?
I mean, maybe the teeth weren't just hidden after a few.
They're still centuries. Not straight. She has an overbite. It's not doing shit.
Yeah. She's better off just...
I mean, there's probably been a lot of Americans just sailing in there for fun.
She just decided to try out their braces. That's nasty. Yeah, so she's just eternally, like, screwed then.
Yeah, and then she has, like, bits of, like, boats and rocks stuck in her teeth between those braces, too. It's disgusting.
Yeah. What a cursed woman.
So naturally, they decide to skirt around the whirlpool, and it does not work. They immediately just start getting fucked. In fact, they accidentally skirt too close to Scylla's, like, cave or whatever, and we get a mention that the pistons aren't overworking, and Tyson notices this. He's just like, oh, the pistons aren't meant for, like, deep water, you know? The captain comes out of the ship, and he's just like, oh, we're vaporizing, like literally just fucking vaporizing. Like, next to the pistons. They're too overheated. Right? We have to abandon ship. We have to. And then he stops. Because he gets fucking eaten by Scylla at that exact moment. Meow.
Damn.
Now, granted, he's dead already. So, I mean...
now he's super dead.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's freed from his curse. Or maybe because he didn't succeed,
What if he's just an infinite chew toy right now?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that'd be horrible.
Your bones are getting crunched up on every now and then. We need to get to the part now, though.
The part where Percy gets snatched up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because they're in Scylla's domain, right? Oh, before this, Tyson goes back to like fix the pistons, right? So they're there, and like the ship starts working again, and then Charybdis spits out all the water she's been sucking up, right? And then a fucking cannonball just hits the side of the ship. And now they're fucked. It's careening out of control. And then Percy gets fucking snatched up by Scylla. Reaches around, and like, I assume she has a normal-sized head. At least normal-sized, maybe a bit bigger, I guess. I don't know. But he manages to poke her eye, right? And then falls from the sky, and then sees the ship just blow up. It blows up.
Yep.
So that's fun.
This is going to be held to CGI, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
When it gets to the show.
I made this argument last night to a couple of friends, but I believe the best form of media, animated, TV show. TV show, because it gives you enough time to connect to the characters, and animated, because if the animation's really good, one, you have different art styles, two, you're not constrained by the same budget as CGI is, you know what I mean?
True. Plus, it's very easy to make CGI look ugly.
Yeah.
Have you seen Marvel?
Yeah. That's why I'm in love with X-Men 97 right now. Oh my god.
You're in love with X-Men?
Fuck yeah, bro.
He likes Transformers.
Dude, Cyclops is so fucking cool in this series.
Cyclops?
Yeah. I know your only introduction to him has been like the live action movies, huh? Yeah, he's a little bitch in those movies. And I fucking hate it. Because he's a really cool character. He's really... in this series, he's a fucking boss. But the latest episode, episode 5... Oh my god, dude, I started crying. I'm not even ashamed to admit that. By the end of the episode... I would
be ashamed to admit that.
Well, I'm not. By the end of that episode, I was bawling. Jesus fucking Christ.
You was bawling? That was the gayest thing I've ever done.
Animated TV shows, best form of media. This is gonna be a bitch to CGI.
Yeah. See Invincible, bro?
Mm-hmm. They're making an Invincible live-action movie. Did you know that?
No, how the hell
Why?
are they gonna do that,
Why?
bro? It's gonna look like it's not like The Boys has terrible CGI, but when you can see CGI, it's very obvious.
It's because they know how to budget it.
Yeah.
It's not in every episode. It's used sparingly. You know, I'm sure in season 4 there's gonna be more because they have such a big budget now. You know what I mean? But
yeah. Oh my god, I can't wait for season 4.
I'd rather, instead of more shitty CGI, it's the same amount of CGI but better because of bigger budget. You know what I mean?
Sure. It's kind of like how anime does it.
Yeah.
Like normally they don't go all out with their budget until it comes to the fight scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why everyone was so damn overworked making Jujutsu Kaisen.
Because there's a fight scene every fucking episode.
Jujutsu Kaisen is overhyped, by the way.
Gianni, what are your thoughts on that?
No, it's overrated.
It's overrated? I like Jujutsu.
Look, it's not bad by any means. I think it's pretty good. But people overhyping it, saying it's one of the best, like, mangas, shows, whatever, out there.
I mean, it got voted as best anime of the year.
Yeah, no, they're lying, bro.
I mean, did you see what it was up against?
What was it up against?
I don't know.
Good point. I mean,
exactly.
Solo Leveling.
No, but
Solo
I think
Leveling didn't really start.
Solo Leveling came out too late, yeah.
Yeah,
no, some people aren't even fucking with it, though.
Solo Leveling? Yeah, I don't know why.
It's because...
I understand not messing with Solo Leveling's story, because it's pretty bare bones. I'm not even gonna lie.
The story's bare bones. It's just a guy who gets, like, a system, right, and can now level up. Those fight scenes be going fucking hard, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I be bricked up, jizzing, while bricked up, staying bricked up. Fucking Sung Jin Woo comes on the screen.
You be doing what to Sung Jin Woo when he comes on screen?
Jizzing again.
Oh my god. You know, that's fair, though.
Sung Jin Woo's hot as fuck, bro.
Oh my god, he is. I remember how many squats I did when I saw him. When I saw the anime.
It's not
on that dragon dildo, right? Squats on that dragon dildo. That 12-inch girthy dragon cock.
Moving on. what the hell? With little spears on the sides. Why do dildos come with those like little bumps on it, by the way?
It's ridges. It's so that way it like, you know, like as if it's just a smooth thing going in there. Yeah, it's fun, but like it like rubs against like the inner walls. You know.
So you're telling me if I have a bunch of STD bumps on my penis, I can pleasure wound?
You know what? I don't want to say yes, but like.
Theoretically, I should be able to.
Theoretically,
if I don't shower for an entire week
okay,
before
hold
I
on.
sleep with the woman.
Hold on, man.
Oh my. Oh, it's terrible. I'm gonna just be homeless.
We're gonna keep moving on.
Yeah, please. No, you
we
can't.
We barely finished one chapter, and we're 20 minutes in. Chapter 12. We check into Cece's spot and resort. I like this chapter. I really hope they don't fuck it up.
They're gonna mess it up
in their show. You wanna know where they do fuck it up? The movie. Oh my god, I'm gonna hate watching that second movie.
I'm gonna love it.
Fucking Lord.
It cannot be that bad.
What did you give the first movie? A 2.5 after reading the first book?
I think like a 3 or something.
You gave it a 5 initially.
5?
And then you gave it a 2.5 or like a 3 after reading the book.
Damn, did I really?
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut it down to like a quarter, dude. It's really bad.
It cannot be that bad.
It's fucking
It cannot be that bad
it's
to reduce it down to a quarter.
I would literally give it a 0.5.
You're not gonna like Tyson. You're not gonna fucking.
You're not gonna fuck with the story whatsoever. What did I give the movie? A 5?
I didn't even like any of it.
I would give the Sea of Monsters a 1. A 1 out of 10.
1? It's that bad?
The movie? Yes. It's been a while since I've watched it, but due to the fact that I cannot remember anything that goes on in that movie, I think that says enough. Anyways, moving forward.
That shit had me cringing as a child, bro.
Yeah.
Really? It's that bad? Even as a kid? Damn.
Yeah. At least as a kid, I fucked with the first movie, you know what I mean? But, like,
that is true.
That second movie was not it, bro. I was watching that shit, and, like, I'd already read the second book up to that point, and I was just like, this is not the same thing. At all.
I still think it cannot be that bad.
It's like seasons 2, 3, and 4 of 13 Reasons Why.
Completely unnecessary?
Completely unnecessary, okay. And no
even the first season of 13 Reasons Why was completely unnecessary.
I don't think so. I mean,
terrible
obviously,
representation of suicide and depression.
And that point, yes.
They literally ignored every single thing you're supposed to do when representing suicide and depression. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he caused more suicides, right? They
Netflixized it.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think it actually did cause more copycat suicides, too.
Yeah.
People mimicking it, too, because they decided to show it on the screen for some reason.
Yeah, I still don't know why they did that.
I remember watching when it came out, and I was just like, oh, shit. Like, I felt wrong watching it. You know what I mean? Like, I felt icky.
Yeah. After her suicide scene, I was just kind of like... I was so tempted to just stop watching the show. But at that point, there was 3 episodes left?
I think it was like the second to last episode, dude.
Yeah.
Or maybe even the last, I don't know.
Yeah, and I just basically had to thug it out because I was like, I'm right there anyways. And then second season, or was it the third season where the broom?
No, that was the second one, I think.
You know what? I would shoot up a school if someone did that to me too. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
But like, you get my point. How like
bang all their mom.
They
if it's that bad though.
They took the source material, right?
Okay.
Adapted it.
Okay.
In like a not perfect way.
Okay.
And then decided to expand on the adaptation. There's no sequels to 13 Reasons Why, the first book. That's it. It's just one book.
That's just her dead.
Yeah. Cause like, where do you go after that? Like, sure, like the second season had a kind of good premise with like the whole trial thing. Everything after that was just completely Bryce fucking dying.
Oh yeah, who is it? Just some random dude?
Why? No, and then like you make like they try and like make us feel bad for him.
No, they're not making me feel
because
bad for him.
Dude, he's a rapist. He's a sexual assaulter.
He raped like what, 2 girls, right?
Rightfully fucking hates him. Rightfully hates him. And then the show tries to paint her out as being like unreasonable. You know? And then he tries to like seek forgiveness and whatever. Which, okay, like fine, whatever. You do you. If you do something terrible and you want to seek forgiveness, that's great. But if someone that you have harmed, or if there is someone that is related or closely bonded to someone that you have harmed, if they choose to not forgive you, that is that. That is that because you have done something terrible and you cannot do anything to fix it. And you have to live with that. But no, this show tries to make you feel bad for a rapist. So, I mean, that's why I didn't watch season 4. So. Yeah.
To be fair, like... Freaking... Oh, okay. That sounds wild, actually. Just
to be fair, bruh.
Okay. How do I explain this now? That sounds so crazy just saying to be fair.
Okay.
So I guess another way I can say this is like additionally...
Just take it back.
Okay, additionally.
Like additionally, that's what I kind of meant to say. Additionally, there are a lot of shows who try to make you feel bad for villains. Even though you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I'm supposed to feel bad for a mass murder? Why?
A good example is Loki. You know? I think they do a really good job with Loki. Both in his interpretation in the movies and the TV show. I don't think you can sort of look past the fact that I think he canonically killed like 2 million people in the span of like 4 days. But he's just a little
Katie,
baby.
2 million a one, bro.
But
they gotta put their game up, bro. They can't be.
I don't know. I don't think it's 2 million, but he's killed a lot of people. You know what I mean? And like, you know, he gets redemption for his actions eventually. And obviously, since we're seeing it through the lens of, like, either his brother or he himself, we sympathize with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they try and make it paint that out like he was a good guy the entire time, that's where you get wrong. Luckily, they don't do that, so, I mean, that's good. But I get what you're saying. You know, a lot of people tend to sympathize with villains a lot because of sad, tragic backstories. But when it comes to, like, oh, they're murdering people, they're robbing banks and robbing people of their money, you know?
Yep.
That's when you get to, like, okay, what the fuck's going on? You know? Mr. Freeze just wants his wife back, so he went insane and froze a bunch of people. You know? I don't think... And they're dead, you know?
Yeah, there's no living that.
Anyways, that was a long tangent. That was so fun. We're going to go on to the second chapter 12.
I should probably clarify that I believe forgiveness is a good thing, but forced forgiveness is the worst thing you can do to a victim.
Yeah.
By far. I have seen forced forgiveness happen a lot, especially since I'm a Christian. That is the absolute worst thing you can do to someone. Do not force them to forgive. Do not make them feel bad for being angry about what was done to them.
Yeah.
Give them the space they need.
Exactly.
Now, I forgot where we're at.
Chapter 12. Percy blacks out, right? When he wakes up, he's in a rowboat with Annabeth, right? There's a makeshift sail, and they have some provisions. They have, like, the multivitamins. They have the thermo still, but it's already completely used up. So that's it. He has Riptide, and then part of his backpack. And that's about it. That's all they have, right?
Damn, they just gotta thug it out from here on out.
Yeah. So, Percy forces Annabeth, or persuades Annabeth to tell him about the prophecy. Because, he wants to know. He's curious. And here we learn the real reason why the big three stopped having kids. Sure, part of it was because of World War II, right? But the real reason was because after World War II, the big prophecy came out, right? And the prophecy was that the next child of the big three who turned 16 would decide the fate of Olympus, right? And so they stopped. They're just like, okay, we cannot have any more children. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta stop that, Zeus is, like, in the middle of banging a woman, and Poseidon just comes in and he's just like, hey, we gotta stop doing this. Our next child is gonna fucking kill us. And Zeus is just like...
It's just like, I guess I'll stop.
I haven't come outside of a woman in over a millennia.
I
don't shocked, bro. He died from lightning.
Miscarriage.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
Car accident.
Car accident. Have you guys ever seen that show? What was it? Son of Zeus? Or something like that?
Blood of Zeus.
Blood of Zeus.
That's a good show. I like that stuff.
Yeah, it was. Dude, it was so. That was so funny. How he was trying to influence not getting, the main character's mom killed, and then Hera, being the hater she is, just it just leads the villain straight to him.
Fucking real.
That was genuinely so funny to me.
Hera's such a fucking hater, bro.
Like, look, I don't blame her for hating Zeus, but damn, she did not have to drag a woman into that.
Real.
Oh!
Ooh, foot job? For free?
Hell yeah. No, okay. Oh, God.
We gotta power through this shit, you guys.
Alright, speed run.
Okay, no, we gotta take adequate time to analyze this.
Bro, I gotta fucking be home like at 2:15 because I gotta read from my taxes.
We'll be fine. So, where were we? Oh, yeah. So, they're talking, obviously, Percy is the only child of the big three, right? It's not Tyson, because the prophecy states half-blood. And half-blood always refers to...
human god.
Yeah, half mortal, half god. You know what I mean? So, some gods want to kill Percy, right? They think that it would just be better in the long run. Others don't, and they want to see if maybe he can influence things in their favor, right? And also, no one wants to piss off Poseidon. It is around this point that, I'm not even fucking with you, a bird shows up out of nowhere carrying leaves. Do birds do that?
Leaves?
Yeah.
Just a random leaf?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's like the telltale sign to show that there's land nearby. You send the bird out, and if it comes back with, like, a leaf or something, then there's land.
Really? I mean, I know they'll carry on branches. That's mostly just for nests, though.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know, though.
So, yeah. I don't know. It's a little weird, but a bird comes up, drops a leaf. Bam! There's land. It's a spa resort. Right? They come up in the rowboat, and then there's yachts. There's, like, an old, like, 3-masted ship. There's a couple of planes, a helicopter, you know?
Helicopter.
Yeah.
Helicopter.
God. Sounds so stupid from you for some reason. Helicopter?
Yeah, helicopter.
Helicopter?
Helicopter.
Oh, God.
Continue.
Alright, so it turns out... Actually, no, you explain.
Okay, so they go on, and the lady that meets them there looks like, what did they say? Like one of those air stewardesses?
Yeah.
Like a stewardess?
Yeah.
She hot?
She's just like, I don't know. Oh, we're gonna give a herbal thing for the lady. And for the gentleman, a full fucking makeover for his bitch ass, ugly ass, musty ass, teenage ass boy. Like,
I forgot that this lady was a hater.
Bro, they be hating on Percy here, bro.
Right? The first and second book is literally just everyone hating on Percy.
It's not gonna get much better.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Percy's the ultimate hate machine, bro.
He just generates hate. To be fair, he doesn't do much to help it, though.
That's true. I don't necessarily blame him. I'm a petty guy, and I like petty justices and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just wait until the
Petty
second
sex.
series when he becomes the ultimate hater, bro. That shit's cool as fuck.
The ultimate hater?
The ultimate hater. It's like the Kratos redemption arc, except he goes from being hated to hating.
Hating?
Exactly.
Okay. I
Yeah,
better be
fuck
seeing...
you, gods. Take that, Aphrodite, you stupid bitch. You know?
You just tell
Definitely a Kratos moment.
Definitely, yeah.
You just tell all of your kids, big mom. Anyway.
Wait a minute.
Imagine saying that. Imagine.
Wasn't Aphrodite his aunt?
Doesn't matter.
It's just the way it is, bro, in Greece.
Technically, oh yeah, no, his aunt, yeah.
It's just the way it is in Greece, bro.
Yeah.
Because she was born from Kronos, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, from Ornis. So she's technically his great aunt, actually.
Damn, yeah.
Right? That's how you
You know?
know he likes older women.
Gotta get that, that
Get your
gilf, that goose.
Oh no.
Moving forward. We're getting so sidetracked. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. This is what they're here for.
Splashy.
What?
Continue.
So they go. The island's beautiful. There's a bunch of women like sitting around
Oh, hell no.
sunbathing.
I don't talk to
Getting
women.
manicures done. Getting manicures done. The only woman I talk to is my girlfriend, and it's just because she scares me.
Bruh. She scared you into the relationship.
Yeah. And, I like it, but, I like a lot of things.
You should see the face me and Gianni just made at each other right now.
Normal ass face.
I'm not the top.
I don't know.
Huh? What? Ah!
Just a peek into Adrian's life.
Real. So they go, and then they hear a woman singing, right? They go into, like, this sort of, like, hotel-looking thing. And they go up to the top floor, and the woman who's singing is also, like, weaving, like, a loom, right? She's weaving a tapestry.
Mm-hmm.
Turns around, she's beautiful. Black hair, black dress. It's, like, black on black, like, right?
Black on black.
Black on black crime.
Huh?
Oh, keep going.
Anyways, so they get to the top, and then they lead Annabeth away for a makeover. Right? And
Okay.
Percy stays behind because according to... this is Cece, by the way. Cece is the owner of this spa resort place, right? She says that Percy needs a entirely new makeover. That he's not happy the way he is. She says, look at yourself. See that? See that? Bitch. Bitch. Alright, now look at this. Right? And then she shows him, like a better version of himself. He's a little bit taller. He's got more muscle, no zit, He's just like, look at that. You could be mogging, but you aren't. Because you're a little bitch. You want to mog?
You
Yeah.
looks max.
I mogged all over the God of War. What the fuck you want, bro? And guess what? He fucks.
He
So
does
that
not.
makes me.
Don't you want to be looks maxing, Percy? Here, take this super cool protein shake, and you'll never have to work. It's like those fake ads or whatever.
Yeah.
She always says, "Oh,
Make your penis bigger and entertain all the women."
She lost
Exactly.
30 pounds in
Women
1 month
and
without working
men.
out. Click on this ad to see how she did it here.
real." So it's like some fresh fruit amount exercise program,
Lose 100
and
pounds.
instead of eating, drink this.
And it's
It'll-
alcohol.
How much do you guys think Percy weighs at this moment? 130, 140,
Okay, no, definitely not 130, 140.
140.
It would have to be pretty
This will
tall.
make you lose 139.5 pounds. So he drinks it and then turns into a fucking guinea pig.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just a skill diff right there, homie. Didn't do
you'll notice a lot of female villains, like like Medusa and even Cece right here, have versions of charm speak. You see when Percy describes it that like even when she's basically roasting the fuck out of him, he doesn't get mad. He gets upset. He gets sad that he's disappointing her. You know what I mean? It's a manipulation technique. You know what I mean? Obviously with magic, but it's still manipulation. And she says, I used to, you know, she's just like, men are disgusting. You know, I used to turn them into pigs, but they were too loud and messy and hard to clean. They didn't really change, actually. But, you know, she was just like, so I turn them into guinea pigs instead now. You know, don't worry, you'll be fine. I'll send you off to a kindergarten. There's always a class in need of a guinea pig. Did you guys ever have a class pet?
No.
Neither did I.
Thank God we didn't have any, because California kids would kill those pets for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what pet would live in the California classroom that wouldn't immediately die over the summer?
Snake.
A turtle?
They would probably go like a lizard or some bullshit.
Yeah.
A lizard makes sense.
Some type of reptile for sure.
Alright, 4th graders, here's your class pet. Her name is Brittany. She's a Komodo dragon. You guys gonna take her for a walk?
Jesus. A Komodo dragon would sooner eat the children. Have you seen how wide they open their mouth?
I proceed to feed it fucking
it could fit a child in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Spicy hot Cheetos.
Do we know what reaction a Komodo dragon would have to hot Cheetos? Has that ever been tested?
Nah.
There's any scientists listening? Hit me up. I got an idea.
Oh my god. Get the world's hottest spice and just toss it into the Komodo dragon's mouth.
Yeah. That fucking, the one chip challenge or whatever, the hot chip challenge. I don't fucking know what it's called.
Hot chip challenge? Eat hot chip and lime?
Ghost pepper.
Yeah, it's a chip that's made out of ghost pepper.
Chip or ghost chip, some bullshit.
Yeah, something like that.
We should try that.
No, I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
myself.
no, my stomach is gonna...
No, actually, fucking, let's do it.
No,
So-
my stomach. Spicy foods. Oh my god, I love spicy foods. But the next day,
come on, let's do this.
Boku no what? What the heck?
Moving on, she dumps Percy into a cage with other guinea pigs, and these guinea pigs are fucking dirty. They got shavings all over them, like cracked teeth, red beady eyes.
They're also on crack.
Yeah, and then Annabeth comes in, right? And so Cece's just like, "Oh, hi there." She's like, "Where's Percy?" And she says, "Oh, he's getting city of
makeup."
makeover."
And it's like the fucking Batman meme where he's like freaking mesmerized by the way she looks.
I see stars in your eyes tonight.
Yeah,
bruh.
No, but even then, he says like sure, she looks pretty, you know, like she's got the makeup and the braids and the dress, but it's not Annabeth, you know, like she looks nice, but it's not her.
I need a woman who beats me.
Fuck it, that's what I said, you know, and look where I'm kidding. I'm in a
crying, and now we're here. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck it, I'm in a nice, healthy relationship where we only beat each other every other weekend. All right.
Nah, you gotta be like Jesse, beat each other every hour.
Yeah. Swear to God, they're always throwing hands with each other.
Real.
Not actually throwing hands with each other. Should probably clarify.
Yeah, none of us are in abusive relationships. We should probably clarify that. Yeah, we're not in abusive relationships. These are just fucking. These are just jokes. We just fuck around.
For right now.
God damn it! That doesn't help, Randy.
Eventually, there'll be
Why
cries
doesn't
of
that
help.
help, huh? Is there suspicion that you're being? I'm just kidding.
Oh, are you the beater, Adrian?
Ace Attorney.
Actually, the most beating you do is to your meat. I take that bet.
Fuck yeah, bro. Anyways.
Doesn't make her not a follow-up victim.
Anyways. So Cece says that Annabeth can become whatever she wants, and says that instead of becoming an architect, she should become a sorcerer like herself. It's revealed. Cass's.
Go ahead.
That Cece is actually Circe. Is that how you pronounce it? Circe?
I don't remember. I heard
Cersei?
the dude say, yeah.
I think it's Circe, yeah.
Yeah, Cersei.
Circe. Sorceress, daughter of Hecate, and shit like that. Hecate. I think it's Hecate. I always pronounce it Hecate when I was doing it, but I think it's Hecate.
I always said Hecate.
So Annabeth is immediately suspicious, but she sort of plays into it and says, "Oh, can I say goodbye to Percy for a second?" Because she notices the guinea pigs out of the corner of her eye. You know, she knows that Percy's one of them, right?
Always squealing.
Yeah, he'd be squealing. And so she says, "Can I say goodbye?" And she says, "Oh yeah, I'll give you 1 minute and absolute privacy," and puts iron bars on the window with the magic. So she goes. She can't tell which guinea pig is Percy, so she's just like, "Oh fuck." Goes to his pants and instead of getting out his sword, gets out the multivitamins and eats a yellow one. Right. When Secrecy comes back into the room, she threatens her. She's just like, "Fuck you, witch bitch." And then gets cast a spell on. Yeah. Right?
Cast a spell.
And what happens? Nothing. Because she's immune to magic now. These multivitamins are very helpful. Are they ever going to come back? We'll see. Spoiler alert. Probably not.
Bruh.
How many... What noise? I forgot she was in here.
That's what he said. Anyway, bro.
Should we...
That's the noise that just happened after you figure out she's still there.
Should we let her out?
She's licking her foot. She's cleaning her feet.
She's so weird.
Your dog.
You
yeah.
bought her, bro. Did you buy her when she was a puppy?
Yeah.
Then just know it's your fault that she's
fuck
weird.
She should be running 8 miles.
Look at her.
Leave her on the treadmill.
You think she can run 4 feet?
I've seen her. That's how she...
The most stunning I ever saw her was for her food bowl.
And then she started clapping Randy's legs right after she
Huh?
ran 4 feet.
That's true. She starts raping me on the couch. She goes feral for my 19-year-old pussy, I guess.
That ran cock.
Yup.
Ran dickless.
No, that's Ranqueefia.
Did you actually unzipped your pants, you fucking...
Why would I not, bro?
No,
you know what? I'm gonna actually take off my pants.
Remember, your stage name is Ranqueefia.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's my stage name.
That's Ranqueefia.
What's my stage name?
Age or girth?
No, it's
Age or cock?
Yeah.
Age or cock?
No. It's
Age or cock,
Labalzo.
Labalzo? Age or cock. What's yours?
No, I don't even know. Lacaco. There you go.
Age or
balls Lacaco. I forgot why I started calling you Agent Lobotomy. Oh, Lozano Lobotomy. There we go. That's why.
What's your stage name, Gianni?
Huh? I fucking forgot. Hey, there was something there.
Geocock hair penis.
Oh, I think I remember what it was. We can't say it here.
So, it's fine. Just cut it out. Oh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll figure his out. I like the name Haircock so far, though.
Okay, so she also throws the multivitamins to Percy, and then all the guinea pigs start eating them, right? They turn back into people with their clothes on. And we find out all the other guinea pigs were actually pirates. And one of them is Blackbeard himself.
One Piece?
Mm-hmm.
One Piece reference?
Oh.
One queef.
But yeah, I guess they ran upon Circe and she turned them into guinea pigs. For 3,000 years. Or is it 300?
Some shit. He's also the son of Ares.
Also son of Ares, yeah. Irregardless, that's a long time to be stuck as a guinea pig. Jesus. So, they start ransacking the island, they escape, and they actually end up stealing Blackbeard's ship. When Percy figures out the magic word to make it turn on, I guess. Mizzenmast. Just a weird word. But all the ropes and pulleys start working together, and then they manage to pull out.
Like, bro, I literally got free.
They be boarding me vessel, lads.
I think that's what it said.
They be stealing my whip.
They're taking my booty.
They are boarding my method of transportation. Apprehend them, fellows.
Fellows, you rapscallion, unhand thy belongings.
What's up to my original gangster?
What's good, my London shaker?
London shaker.
Thug shaker. What would a thug shaker be in London?
What up?
A home Quaker.
What do they say? Like, not thugs. They would probably call them like the rapscallion shaker.
Rapscallion.
Thief queefers. No.
Thief queefers. Aye, do the thief queefer first, yeah. Show us what it do, yeah?
Yes, it's been
Jesus Christ,
minutes.
we got 49 minutes left.
It's been 50 minutes.
There you go.
Moving. Okay.
Start wrapping this up.
So, chapter 13. We also learned that Percy is really good at sailing. Like, he mans his whole ship by himself.
Yeah. He's literally carrying the team right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, they go on for about a day, right? It's night. Annabeth gets, seasick. She goes to sleep. She wakes up, and we see Hephaestus' forge. And they skirt all the way around it because they're like, fuck that. We don't want to deal with any bronze automatons today, right? We also get the story of how Thalia died. Like, the reason why she believes. Also, the reason why Annabeth hates Cyclopses.
Oh, fuck shaker, bottom shaker.
Yeah. So, basically, when it was Thalia, Luke, Annabeth, and Grover, on their way running the camp, they took a few wrong turns, and one of those was into a Cyclops' lair. And the Cyclops used its ability to mimic voices to capture Thalia and Luke. And then spoke in the voice of Annabeth's father, that I guess plucked from her mind, because remember, she's got daddy issues, like all of us. And...
Us? Are you talking about the United States, bro?
Bruh. That was not a knee slapper, dude.
About a bus.
That was a thigh slapper, though.
That hurt more than I thought it would.
Now watch this backbreaker.
I did not expect that. I was just gonna moan and then it hurt.
Oh, that hurt me. What the? There you go. We call that the mic check.
You just peeked the mic, bro.
Oh my god, low end and high end.
We've been peeking the mic. Why is it so sensitive? What settings do I have to do on this thing?
Bro.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Edging the mic right now.
Oh god.
Audio edge.
Go ahead, Adrian.
But yeah, so that's why she doesn't like Cyclopses. Because if they, all the monsters were able to catch up to them because they got caught in a Cyclops' lair. So that's why she doesn't like them. And then she says that Percy needs to go get some sleep. So, and then she'll just sail for it now. He goes to sleep, and instead of dreaming about Grover, he dreams about the sarcophagus that was in on the yacht, the Princess Andromeda. He also dreams of Thalia, who, in this case, is just like, man, you're not doing shit, bitch. Pulls out her shield and then goes to, like, open the sarcophagus, looks inside, and she's just like, ah! You know that meme where, like, fucking, like, the nuclear bomb hits and it's just like...
dark-haired, spiky, punk, rock type chick.
She's a punk goth chick, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how Thalia looks like.
Younger me missed out. I should have read the shit when I was in 5th grade.
Real.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Was that one Nick show where like some dude was getting bombarded by like emo goth chicks and
Drake and Josh?
Yeah, they tried making it look like it was a problem.
Not a problem.
He was suffering from success.
Real.
Maybe that's what the problem was.
Yeah, it's like getting choked by thighs. You're dying, but you die with thighs.
That's why in the Marvel universe I wish I'd be taken out by Black Widow.
Real.
Or even in DC, that one scene in the Suicide Squad with Harley Quinn when she chokes at that one guy with her legs. I'm just saying.
Lucky, man.
I'm like, let's see. Try again. Different method.
I would revive myself, be like, you can need to do that.
I'd purposely fuck up my lines and just be like, no, we gotta do that one more time. We gotta do that one more time.
Real. Wait, I think I have a creative way to do this, and I just start promoting
I pretend to get a cramp midway.
I just like, hold on. I think this would be really realistic for this guy to do it, and then just turn around. You know what I mean?
I think it'd be more realistic if I try to struggle more, and then she tried to squeeze harder.
I'd be like, you choke me with your hands and thighs.
Oh my god!
You touch my face with your hands.
Oh god! We're getting into weird territory.
Yeah, put one of your feet down and start just gently stroking your chest.
Oh god! Now we crossed.
For a sweet nothing.
Oh god! Now we crossed the line.
And
can I be one of your henchmen?
Jeez.
Insane. And we're done. We're done. When Percy wakes up, they're at the Isle of the Sirens. Right? And Annabeth wants to hear the siren song because she believes it will make her wiser at the other end of it. So Percy ties her up, right, in the middle of the ship, puts on some earwax so he doesn't hear, and then goes around the island.
Starts northern.
Right? And Annabeth just starts fucking, it's like pleading for her life. She's like, please, please let me go, please. I hate you. Please, you know?
Valid.
That's how I pictured it. Now, Percy obviously can't hear any of that because he's got the earwax in. But, like, the way he describes it is like she's literally pleading, like, life or death, that she needs to go. You know what I mean?
She got to do it.
What's the whole lore behind the sirens again?
Lure people, right?
Yeah, the sirens are kind of fish people. In this instance, they're like vultures or whatever. They use their song to lure men with great promises, usually of their body, because, I mean, that's what all male pirates wanted back in the day. And they would literally dive into the water. And the sirens, who were carnivorous, would stop singing and then start munching on them. You know, like, you'd be like, I want his arm.
Well, I can at least get the meat in.
I want his penis, and you're like, yeah, and then she just rips it off, balls and all, and you're like, oh.
Oh, God.
What if you're into pain? You just nut at the same time.
No, he just grabs the shaft and, like, the underside of the balls, and just whoosh, you know?
Oh, God. Oh. Now that image is in my head. This makes me wonder why there's so many man-eating monsters. Like, they're freaking gigantic. How does eating us fill them?
It doesn't.
That's why they eat more and more.
Exactly.
Jeez, might as well just eat the, like, whales that are, you know, in the sea.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, but then it's not fun.
Then it's not fun.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't make up cool stories
what
about
if
them.
IQ makes the blood taste better?
That would...
Dolphins.
I don't know.
Dolphins? Bro.
Yeah. Dolphins.
Yeah, but like, if you lose against the dolphins,
But they're evil, and killing dolphins is actually a morally right thing to do.
Oh, that's true.
What if you lose against the dolphins and they start raping your body?
That's exactly what they would do.
Canonically, dolphins would do that.
Yeah. I feel like the more IQ you have, the crueler you become.
Yeah.
Have you seen how killer whales hunt?
That's why I like sharks more than dolphins. Because sharks don't have the capacity for
killer
you.
whales, W, bro.
Killer whales, bro.
Killer whales play
games.
with their food. They literally
Yeah.
play ping pong with penguins. It's despicable.
Yeah.
Video games.
Ah.
It's like playing a MOBA and you're going against the underleveled like new
No,
player.
it's like that one GTA fucking side mission where this resupply where you have to beat up a guy to get the information.
Oh,
And you just infinitely whooping his ass until the information bar goes all the way up.
Yeah, I remember I blew him
You just
up.
pull out your gun to just shoot on the side. No, you just whoop his ass.
I blew him up last time we did that.
I had him under my car and I was just fucking rolling my tires on him.
We're very... we're exposing a little too much about
This is
it.
very
Saints Row with the dildo weapon.
Oh,
Bruh.
yeah. Oh,
I don't want to know about that. Moving forward.
It's really a great sword dildo.
Yeah.
Floppy, just...
Oh, yay!
I like using
Moving
it because it
forward.
reminds me of my own that I never had. Alright, go ahead, Adrian.
Moving forward. So she's like pleading for her life. And so Percy decides to look away because he can't look. He looks back and she's just fucking gone. She's gone. He forgot to take away her knife for some reason. So she cut her way out and now she's literally in the rapids because the island is surrounded by rocks. Swimming against the current to go to these fucking sirens. Percy is like, oh, fuck nah, dude, and then jumps into the water to go save Annabeth, right? He manages to catch up to her, and when he grabs her, he manages to see her vision, which is her father, Athena, back together again, and Luke, who is a good guy now and reformed. And in the background, you see the skyline of Manhattan, but in the way that she envisions it. You know, completely rebuilt with, like, white marble, completely new. You know what I mean? And he grabs her, and he manages to save her using bubbles. Because underneath the water, they can't hear anything. you know? But obviously, they can't stay in the water forever, or else Annabeth would drown. So, seeing the bubbles that are floating around them, he gathers them all up and he creates a giant bubble, so that way they can breathe. And then Annabeth just starts sobbing into his shoulder, you know? Once they're far away enough from the island, they resurface and they get back onto the ship. Because Percy also has the ability to control the ship. Whether it's the ship itself or the waters that make the ship move, it's not made clear, but he does it anyway. They go up and they go back up, and then we realize that Annabeth's fatal flaw is hubris. And that's how the sirens get to you. Every hero has a fatal flaw. Whatever that is, if you don't learn what it is and control it, it will inevitably kill you. Annabeth has great pride, you know? It's the same fatal flaw that Arachne had, actually. Hubris, pride. She believed she was a better weaver than Athena.
Well, wasn't she?
Arguably, yes. Although I don't know if you really can be. You can be as good as the god of weaving, but I don't think you can be better than the god of weaving, you know?
That's true.
Athena knows this, but obviously her ego was so hurt, so then she made her kill herself, so that was fun.
Yeah, we hate Athena.
We fucking hate Athena.
Yeah.
Fuck Athena.
She's like Hitler, but for a woman.
Okay, I don't...
Okay, that's not a great comparison, but you know, she's still hateable.
Nah, that's more like the son of Hades.
The son of...
Real.
You're real. We vibe with Hades out here.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Wait, hold on.
Mostly.
Show Hades was balling.
Show Hades just... Oh my gosh, Percy, I'm so glad you made it that... No, he wasn't that zesty.
He wasn't that... He was
I just
zesty.
came back from hitting that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Persephone's with her mom, so we had to be quiet, you know. Pull down my chains of Hades.
Oh, God.
That's what he calls his belt.
He's like... Whoosh. You know, he's a god, so you gotta have like a power control type thing.
Speaking of chains of Hades, do you think canonically the Greek gods are in Fortnite?
Oh my.
Oh yeah, because if those are the real Greek gods, Fortnite characters are canonically
as powerful as
powerful,
gods.
More powerful than gods actually.
Yes. Yes.
Goku.
Just like how
Goku.
Canonically every Marvel character you know is in Fortnite. You can't escape it. You can never escape it. Everything you ever know and will ever love will eventually be a part of Fortnite in one way or
It's
another.
interesting to see Overflow in Fortnite.
Okay.
Metamorphosis.
Oh God, no.
Guts.
Moving on.
God.
Moving on.
Guts grittying after getting a battle royale win.
Griffith getting the battle royale win. Over Guts.
Oh no.
It's like a whole mini event where near the end of the game an eclipse starts happening.
They're doing a gritty into Capster. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Ah!
End of the chapter, they arrive at the island of the Cyclopses, and that's the end of the chapter. Chapter 14, we meet the Sheep of Doom, right? So the island looks beautiful. You know, it looks like a postcard. And they see the Golden Fleece, and they're just like, it's just out in the open, right? No protection, what the hell? But then a deer frolics onto the lawn, and then the sheep that are on that side of the chasm eat it alive.
Orgasm.
Like, I mean, I literally mean eat it alive. Like, there's nothing left. It's just a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really gruesome, now that I think about it, but... Basically, now they can't get the fleece, or else they're gonna get killed by killer sheep.
Oh.
Sorry, my nose is acting up. So they decide we gotta get onto the island, but we can't do it through there. So they go around to the other side, and literally scale up a cliff face.
Oh no.
No powder for their hands, no climbing gear. They just raw dog that shit.
Bareback, just like Poseidon.
Huh?
Real. Just like Kratos. Bah, bah, bah.
Straight to his great aunt.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta know is that Percy and Annabeth have that dog.
And then
Real.
And Kratos' second one, which if she saw the future, she saw how that night was.
Is the only reason why she got him? She was like, damn, I gotta see that schlong.
She's like, I gotta feel it, not just see it.
Instead of like slapping her ass with his hand, he's just makes a whip cracking noise.
Oh god!
You're drawing, you can take it.
Oh my god!
This is a children's book.
Moving forward.
I call this the whip of the Yoda.
Oh my
Oh my god!
It's like every single episode we just have these baffling moments where we just can't help but take a minute to
What would you... Okay. Oh.
Do you think this all came from us talking about how Percy and Annabeth were scaling a cliff?
Yeah. I don't know.
She was and then Freya was definitely scaling.
Oh my god.
Didn't Freya get gangbanged by like 3 dwarves now that I think about it?
Mm-hmm.
Is this canonical in the God of War universe?
I don't think so.
One had one day, and then the next one came the next day, and then the next one came the next.
Yeah, they definitely
Quite
came
literally?
the next day.
Yeah, they came for sure.
And then she got a golden necklace for her troubles. And then in one of the greatest...
I'd say more like they fertilized more than... Anyway.
In one of the greatest poems in the Poetic Edda, it's a callback, which is, it's literally just Loki roasting everybody on Asgard. Saying like, oh, Thor, you're a little bitch. Freya, you're a little bitch. You gave up your sword for some pussy. Freya, stop talking, you're a whore. You got gangbanged day after day for a golden necklace that looks like it's made out of fucking carrots.
Does it really?
I don't know. All I know is that in that poem, I think it's either part of the Poetic Edda or the Prose Edda. Loki, it's the entire thing is literally Loki roasting the fuck out of everybody in Asgard. That's there. That's the entire poem.
That's it? Just him roasting them?
That's it. They're like, Loki, stop! Or they try and say something, and then Loki just hits them with the comeback like, nah, you fucked your sister, dude. You can't be talking. That's
Can Loki be talking after he let himself get, like, banged by animals?
Yes. Canonically, this happens after he was fucked by a horse.
Oh, God.
It just opens up a box, and it's just, she's like, old jewelry, and you see the necklace right there.
There's cum stains all over
Oh,
it.
God. Bro, I would fucking I'd be looking at him like, what?
Okay. So after they scale the cliff face, they manage to peek inside the cave because the door is open. And in there, she let out a giant ass snore. We see Clarice hanging over a pot. Right? Clarice is alive. Yay! Except no!
Did we ever talk about how Tyson got caught up in the explosion?
Oh well, yeah, he was in the Pistons,
ship, right?
And then the ship exploded, so he's dead.
Yeah.
And then he got
gone.
Yeah.
Blown up.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about Tyson's tragic sacrifice.
Yeah. Tyson's dead. We believe everyone else is dead too. I guess Clarice escaped.
Chlamydia.
That's it. And then Clarice has to be a dumbass and outs Grover for being a satyr. Mm-hmm. Right? And rightfully so, Polyphemus is just like, huh? Huh? And he's like, you know what, I'm gonna eat you. And Grover, being the master tactician that he is, manages to postpone their, like, eating, right? And says, oh, you gotta go get some mangoes, you know, you don't want to eat me raw. Just pause. But yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, okay, we'll get it ready for the wedding. And then Grover almost looks hurt. He's just like, you're still getting married? Mm-hmm. And he's just like, yes, to this one here. And he points to Clarice. He's just like, fuck no. But yeah, now he's gonna eat Grover and marry Clarice. Goes out, rolls the cave door back in place. He says, what are mangoes? He doesn't know what a mango is. But
Doesn't know what a mango is?
He doesn't know what a mango is. So now, Percy and Annabeth are trapped on the wrong side of the cave door. They can't get to Clarice or Grover, right? And they need to come up with a plan to enter, right? Their plan to enter involves
Randy's back.
Percy hanging under a sheep to sneak in. You know, wraps his hand in the sheep wool and then just hides, right? Bam. Annabeth has it easy. She just uses her invisibility cap and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So they go in. There's a little joke because he's patting all the sheep that go in, right? And he pats the one that Percy's on. And he's like, "Oh, putting on some mud in there, are you?" He was like, "Oh, go on, you fatty. Polyphemus will eat you for breakfast soon enough." So sad.
he damned that sheep now.
Yeah.
It looked like he slapped its ass.
He did.
Oh.
He did. You know, like when you do to like horses, bye. You know, he did that to the sheep.
Oh, you'll be someone's breakfast soon enough.
Which one?
And he's really gonna play Uno in the middle of our podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Where were we?
Actually, who goes first? You?
Oh yeah, one.
I forgot where we were.
It's ass
Sheep.
slapping, yeah.
Yeah, ass slapping. Why would you call it that?
Exactly what happened.
Are you serious? I have to draw already?
Alright, continue.
Yeah. And okay, as they sneak into the cave, before Polyphemus is able to roll the boulder, right? Annabeth like does a whole nobody trick. She's just like, "Hey, you ugly," and he's like, "Who's that?" "Nobody." He's like, "Ah, nobody, you bitch." Ah, and he is really mad. The context for this nobody is the first single released by Avenged Sevenfold to promote their 8th album release. It's a really good song. Check it out. No, Nobody is the name that Odysseus used during the Odyssey when he came across Polyphemus. And he also poked out his eye. He didn't, like, poke it out, I guess, but he poked it, so he's, like, half blind or whatever, you know what I mean?
Fair.
And so now he has a grudge against nobody, because that's who he believes poked out his eye.
Yeah.
So he's throwing rocks around, Annabeth is still invisible, and
Shuffle this goddamn deck again. Shuffle this goddamn deck again. Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting the podcast. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Uno Flip podcast.
You gotta be kidding me! Red.
Where we live reacted to an Uno game.
Sorry, I got a little bit heated.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell. But yeah, so he goes around the inside of the cave to try and find Grover and Clarice. He manages to find them, and he actually manages to cut them free. You know, so they go, and right as soon as he cuts them free, we hear Annabeth scream. So they go back, and that's the end of the chapter, actually.
Is it actually?
Yeah, that's the end of the chapter. We hear Annabeth scream. That's it. The next chapter is chapter 15, which is called Nobody Gets the Fleece. The first thing that happens, we realize Polyphemus has captured Annabeth. Right? Shakes her, the cap falls off. She has a cut on her head, right? And she's like dazed in and out. And then they decide, Percy, Grover, and Clarice, to attack Polyphemus. And Percy goes up and he pretends to be, what do you call it? He pretends to be nobody. He's just like, yeah, I'm the one that insulted you. Put my friend down, you fucking smelly bucket of nose drool. I think that's what he says.
Damn. How did you know he smelled like that? No.
Just like, yeah, I fucked your mom.
Damn.
And so they attack, but nothing's really
Cyclops.
working.
Poseidon style.
Poseidon style.
Bah. Bah.
Oh no! Don't make that movement.
He's a god, so you gotta have them a long thrust, you know?
More like schlong thrust.
Oh god. Okay.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Hold on. I'm gonna take a second to cough.
What's it?
Okay.
And then...
Oh no.
Moving forward.
Oh, that's too late.
So they're not really like able to make a dent on Polyphemus. You know, like sure he's like scratched up and whatever, but he's not dying. You know? So they book it, right? Grover puts on the invisibility cap and picks up Annabeth and books it to the other side of the rope bridge. Now, granted, that is where the sheep of doom are. The man-eating sheep are. But they're close enough to the cliff that...
But they're chill.
They're not bothering them. Yeah, they're fine.
Screw you.
As they start crossing the rope bridge, Grover starts cutting it down, right? So that way Polyphemus isn't able to go. And right as he cuts the other, rope, Percy and Clarice jump and they make it to the other side. Polyphemus also makes it to the other side. And so basically cutting that rope bridge was for nothing. Which is really unfortunate. The first thing Polyphemus does is he swats away Grover and Clarice. Yeah! You know? Backhands them. So...
What the hell?
I have in my notes... it says Percy goes beast mode and defeats the Cyclops.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He absolutely collapsed that thing, dog.
Stabs him, flips up onto his face, slashes, pokes his eye again, you know what I mean?
There's no goddamn way. You've got to reshuffle these cards 8 times.
Do you think Polyphemus' nose is big enough to fuck?
I think so.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Igor from Persona?
Yeah.
He could just...
Oh, no, fuck the nostrils. Fuck the nostrils.
Okay.
Because you said fuck Polyphemus, and the only thing he can either do at this moment is either fuck his nose, his ear, or his mouth. The mouth is too big. Maybe the ear. You know, you got that earwax in there for some good lubricant.
Adrian lobotomy, everyone. He really puts the lobotomy in his name.
I put the lobotomy, that's
yeah. What the?
I put the bow in lobotomy.
Adrian lobotomy.
Lobotomy. Bruh. You know what is not funny? This lug! Oh my god, I'm gonna pick up the whole deck. Alright, sorry Adrian for interrupting the podcast.
Really?
Lost my cool little bit.
Maybe we should record our sessions. With the phone, and then post those on YouTube.
Bruh. Alright,
Okay.
sorry, what happened?
Moving forward, I was saying we should record our podcast sessions.
On Zoom.
On Zoom? Real. Moving forward. What are we doing? Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
So... What happens is, he defeats Polyphemus, but he makes a big mistake. He feels bad for him, right? So he's just like, we're gonna take the fleece.
You should feel bad for me instead.
He's like, we're gonna take the fleece, you're gonna stay down, and that's it. And Polyphemus is like, okay.
There's no goddamn way everything is a purple.
And so Percy gets off, and then immediately Polyphemus is just like, fuck you, and then goes to eat him, right?
He does.
And then a boulder comes out of nowhere and just lodges into Polyphemus' throat. None other than Typhon. Typhon. It fell alive.
Typhon come out here with that big... Anyway.
With that big flong.
Yeah. With that big Tyson he has.
And he survived.
Huh?
And we learned that it's because of Rainbow. That Rainbow was following them for days. Literal days. And then after the ship exploded, he saved Tyson, and they went to the Sea of Monsters to go find them. And now that's why he is here. So when he threw the rock at Polyphemus, it lodged in his throat, and he fell backwards off the cliff. And that's the end of Polyphemus. Falls off the cliff, bang.
But yeah, he dies again.
So now what they need to do is they need to get the fleece. And they use Tyson because the sheep aren't hurting Tyson. The reason they aren't hurting
Tyson...
is
bullcrap. There's no goddamn way I pulled out 9 purples in a row. Adrian, you're gonna have to freaking reshuffle these cards for me, on God.
I'll shuffle them.
Oh god, that's amazing. Anyway, continue.
So he got saved, and Tyson now has to go get the fleece because he's the only one that can go past the sheep, right? Because he smells like a Cyclops. So he goes, gets it, and he launches it to Percy. And this thing weighs 60 to 70 pounds. I'm surprised Percy didn't fall backwards on his ass catching that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just.
And
then
I'm surprised it wasn't like a fucking anime throw where it's like things are getting interesting after
right.
throwing across the whole fucking beach.
Phew. And they
proceed to fucking put it on her head.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Imagine open wound and just feeling a fucking 60 to 70 pounds just. Hell no.
Real. they wrap it around her though. So I mean, I guess it's
Imagine
fine.
how heavy your head is.
It's magic, you know. I think because they wrap it around her shoulders or something. No, it's like no. Even then, imagine you have a head wound and then you just feel like the most weighted blanket ever. Just
your neck just.
You know, you're struggling to breathe. Like
so it looks like you're having an orgasm.
Yeah, you look like you're nutty. Oh my god.
From experience,
especially with the jiggle on the tit. Anyway.
I'm like,
What the hell?
Moving forward.
Eventually, if we ever make the podcast video, we're just gonna have them all in your chest.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
Just a chest camera.
Chest cam.
If you attached it on me, it'd be like super wobbly. It'd like turn to Randy and just go.
It's like it starts talking to me. It tells Adrian his nefarious plans.
He's just like, hello.
Adrian wakes up in the morning and they just start jiggling and they're like, you better start hunting down everyone you know.
They speak voices.
Spit on it.
Spit on it?
Do not neglect the balls. And they're like jiggling every time they say a syllable.
I hate that so much.
God.
I hate that so
I
much.
just realized how weird that sounds.
That was so weird. Moving forward, again, God, do you want... We always go on so many side tangents during these things. We cannot hold a proper conversation.
Alright, continue.
Yep.
What was it? Oh yeah, the Fleece of Magic saves Annabeth, right? She's not as pale anymore. The starting to heal, right? So now they have to get to the ship, and they get Tyson to like lure the sheep away.
The ship,
right? So they start going down to the ship, and Percy's calling it over. And they turn back, and Tyson's just fucking booking it because now the sheep are chasing him. And they're like, as soon as we get into the water, we should be fine, right?
Yeah.
The water should be fine. They turn around and Polyphemus is still alive.
Still alive?
Still alive. Granted, he's fucked up, but he's still alive, and now he's chasing after them. And that's the end of the chapter. Then we get to chapter 16. I go down with the ship.
Down with the sickness?
Down with the sickness.
I'll be stroking a lot. Down with the sickness.
What?
And the first thing Polyphemus does is that he antagonizes Tyson. Oh. He says, "You're a traitor to your kind, you filthy human-loving scum." You know what I mean? You're a disgrace and whatever, right? Are you just mixing up my cards?
No, I don't know.
Yes.
You're chilling.
Uno. I almost forgot to call that.
You're chilling, Adrian. I always organize them right after anyway.
Okay, that's fine, I guess. Sorry, I'm very particular about my cards. I actually don't give two fucks. Oh yeah. So, Percy and Tyson decide to, again, fucking beat up on Polyphemus. Oh, yeah. And Percy manages to stab him in the ass. Just, yeah.
You ain't sitting down
Jump in and
soon.
Ah, fuck. And so, keep in mind, this is the perfect opening for Tyson to do something.
You gotta be kidding me. Why am I getting edged? Wait, no, not Uno. I mean, I have... You don't understand.
Continue.
I have to pay attention to get that out.
You know, I just remembered this meme, right? so this cop pulls a guy over, right? And he goes up to him and he tells him, like, I pulled you over because you were driving under the dark limit. I mean, you were driving too black. And then he literally just goes like... And he just calls it straight up. I started dying. It was so stupid. I was laughing so hard.
What the fuck, bro?
Orange. That's like another tangent, by the way. I just realized.
Another so after he manages to stab him in the butt, and then they start leaving, and then Clarissa's being stupid again. She says, yeah, you lost, Polyphemus.
Yeah, you
fuck
lord
you.
ass.
You know, and then he tosses a boulder towards, because you remember, he can't see. So why is she yelling at him? Regardless. And then he throws more boulders and then hits one smack dab in the middle of the ship because she decided to be a dumbass and yell.
Yep. And then it sunk.
And it starts sinking. We realize Tessin can, like, talk underwater when Percy can, like, hear him in his head. And they're like, we can't save them ourselves.
No, so
you know,
+5, okay.
It's sinking like too fast. So they call the hippocampi, and Rainbow and his friends come and they save them again.
That's not how jump-ins work when it comes to the
I didn't need to do a jump-in because you weren't going to do anything. It was going to go back to B and then back to B.
Agents are new players.
It's not a jump-in. It's a stack, Randy. You gotta draw.
Yeah,
15.
Yeah, you
God damn, bro. No wonder why people don't play this with. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I would have said jumping.
13,
I didn't say
14,
no jumping.
15.
But when it's just you two, there's no reason for jump-ins.
Yeah.
Also,
there is, kinda.
Randy just drew 15 cards.
Yeah. Still not as bad as when I had to pull out
They're
Chia
not
and I
all
pulled out
facing the same way, Randy.
Oh my god. Anyway, it's a dick of 20 plus.
Okay.
Anyways. So that's the end of that chapter.
+5.
We get to
Sorry,
chapter
gotta do
17
this to
called
you.
We Get a Surprise on Miami Beach, right? So they take them back to Miami. But the hippocampi don't want to get too close because, I mean, the water is super polluted. You know, there's too many humans. It's just dirty. So they end up swimming back to the beach.
Oh my god, I should.
And you get the trope of them immediately finding a newspaper, and they find out that they've been away from camp for 10 days.
I guess.
Which,
bro,
it's like,
that's what I get for taking too long.
Which is like super long, right? Because I think technically they've been like...
It's super long?
Yeah.
It's super long?
They've only been away for like maybe like 4 days, 5 days at most, you know what I mean? They've only been away for a couple days is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But it's been 10 days. Time has moved faster and whatever. And so that means that Thalia's tree is basically like dying at this point. You know what I mean? And, you know, Clarice starts getting mad because like, oh, you messed this up, yada, yada, yada. And then...
Fair.
Percy tells her to shut up. He's just like, listen, tell me your prophecy. And her prophecy goes something like this. Okay. You shall sail the iron ship with warriors of bone. The naval vessel with the dead people.
Yup.
You shall find what you seek and make it your own. The fleece.
Yup.
But despair for your life entombed within stone when she was trapped in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
And fail without friends to fly away home. So that's what she meant by the oracle saying she would fail. But
choose the color.
Percy's just like, that's not what it means. It means that if we didn't help you, you would fail.
Oh wait. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yellow.
But yeah, if you didn't like, how do you say it? Like if you didn't like let us help you, like you would fail. You know what I mean? But you need to go fly away home. I can't go with you because I'm a son of Poseidon. I can't be up in the air.
Homie's raping me.
They managed to get enough cash because Tyson still has all the money on him, by the way.
Yeah.
He still has all the duffel bags with shit.
I think he only got one duffel bag that was floating. He thought it was food, but it was
it was
paper. It was actually green paper.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it was like $350 in cash.
Yellow.
And so they send Clarice off to send the fleece so that way they can, like... So it's basically so that way it doesn't fucking die. Right? And, yeah, she flies back with the fleece, and then they turn around. Clarice is already gone, and Luke is...
Why the hell did I say red?
Bruh. But Luke is there, pointing a sword at them, and he's just like, I got you guys, and I'm taking you.
Pranked you.
Prank question.
And then he takes them back to his ship, basically kidnaps them.
Pranked you.
Once they're on the ship, He's just like, okay, where's the fleece? Where is it? Tell me, where's the fleece? Where the fuck is the fleece? Where is it? Where is it? Tell me! And
that compression is gonna be on overtime, bro.
Yeah. And then he says, oh, it's not here. And he's like, oh, you fucking sent it off with Clarice, didn't you, you little bitch?
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
And so he gets mad, and Percy starts antagonizing him, and then he has an idea, and he said he has a drachma in his pocket. And he tosses that at Luke, who easily dodges out of the way.
Of course
he's like, bruh.
Right? And then he says, oh, you fooled us all, even Dionysus at Camp Half-Blood, you know?
Blue.
A weird thing to say, but why is he saying that? Because he wants to contact Dionysus at Camp Half-Blood, because he threw the drachma into a rainbow mist and silently prayed to Isis. No, what's her name?
Yeah, Isis.
Isis? No, it's not Isis. Is it?
Yeah.
I thought Isis was the Egyptian god.
Yeah.
No. She pops up in Greek mythology.
She's both?
She does?
Yeah, no, she pops up. She's originally from Egypt, but you know, she be popping up.
Well, yeah, but like the rainbow god.
Yeah, it's Isis.
Oh, goddess, accept my offering. Really?
Yeah. I even heard an audiobook. Homie said that shit.
That's true. Well, no, because the name's not in there.
They were like, okay, for certain reasons, on the 9th of 11th. Hey, Randy, you have to go again, you dumbass.
That's you, no? I got +2'd on.
You +2'd me.
I +2'd you. Wait, you +2'd me.
Oh, wait, that's true.
Iris.
Bro.
Iris. Oh,
Isis.
Isis
is an Egyptian Greek goddess, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Remember, she marries her brother, and then when he dies, brings him back to life, gives him a fish penis, and then fucks him. That's some nice Egyptian mythology there for you kids.
Whoa.
Talk about the salad.
I was like, what the
No, we're not talking about the cum salad.
Talk about the salad.
No, we're not talking about the cum salad.
Oh!
If you want to know about the cum salad, check back up on...
If you want to know the cum salad, flip.
Fuck. If you want to know about the cum salad...
Orange.
If you want to... what the fuck is going... I can't speak! Ah! You guys heard me stutter. Just fucking hollow purple. Wow.
No.
If you want to know more about the cum salad, check up with us in a couple of weeks when we do the first episode of the Kane Chronicles, because I'm sure that's something that I will inevitably bring up. So that's fun.
Take that back on.
Anyways, he contacts Iris, and he basically just starts getting Luke to divulge all this information. That he's the one who poisoned Thalia's tree, that Chiron had nothing to do with it, that he was going to use it to heal Kronos, you know. And he's just like, what are you, I already know all this. You already know all this. Why do you keep asking me this? And he says, oh, I just want to make sure everyone in the audience knows. Damn. Turn around, bam, it's Dionysus, Tantalus, and the entire camp. And Tantalus is just like, oh, it could be a mistake, it could be a trick, and he's like, Dionysus is just like, no, it's not. By the way, I miss Chiron. Well, you're relieved. Bye. And did you just jerk me off?
It's so bad that he lost again.
And, okay.
Oh, God.
So,
I got +15 on.
If you remember from last episode, Tantalus' curse is that he can't eat anything, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And because he can't eat anything, every time he tries to grab, like, food or water, it goes away from him.
Didn't he finally grab it?
He finally grabbed a cheeseburger. And instead of biting into it, he says, wait, no! Don't send me back. Yeah. And then he gets sent back to Tartarus. Instead of, I don't know, biting the fucking cheeseburger.
It's your first meal.
I feel like at the very end, it probably would have, right before he touched it, it disappeared. Or he disappeared, or went right through it.
He goes to bite, and he gets the barest bit of bread, and then he turns transparent and just...
He just starts nutting.
Just like...
You just hear his ghost.
But you know what? He was an asshole anyway, so he can go fuck himself. He deserved it, and now he's back in Tartarus.
Where he belongs. Rightfully so.
And that's the end of the chapter, I believe.
Yeah.
Chapter 18. The Party Ponies Invade. So, the first thing that happens in this chapter is that Percy challenges Luke to a one-on-one fight, right? Mm-hmm. Because now Luke is trying to get this done over with quickly so he can go and catch up to Clarice on his Pegasus. It's an all-black Pegasus, right? It's female, and it's cussing the fuck out of both the bear that's carrying it, the man bear, and Luke.
Okay.
So, Percy challenges Luke in a one-on-one in front of everybody. So now he has to, right?
Yeah.
So, remember, Luke has his sword, Backbiter, which is half mortal steel, half celestial bronze. And he also gets a shield. And when I tell you that he is fucking Percy up in this
Yeah, he's clapping
in this
him,
fight.
Percy's all like, bro, I regret actually
he's
not
slashing at him. Yeah, he's out of practice. He's slashing at him. He manages to fucking torpedo into Luke's face at one point, by the way. Imagine that. You got like a 12-year-old covers himself in water. Boom!
And did a Pokemon move.
Yeah, Sprouls for his face.
Me first. Anyway. Boom.
Immediately after that, Luke stabs his fucking leg. So now he's, crippled. Like crippled. Like he can't walk well. And as soon as like Luke is about to kill him, he's just like, before you die, I want to see this. Hey, you, Agrius, or whatever his name is, you can eat now. And so the dude holding Annabeth and Grover picks them up to go eat them, and then an arrow goes through his mouth. There are Floridian centaurs, and the descriptions for these ones are very, very apt, I could say.
Oh, you finally won.
I finally won. I didn't get absolutely booty raped by plus 15.
That was really uneventful.
Yeah, it was really boring win, too. No, Randy's just a boring nigga.
It was very unsatisfying. That was so unsatisfying.
But yeah, so these Floridian centaurs are fucking insane. Like, they are actually,
an arrow
like...
through the mouth? Just...
Well, yeah, no, but... They got, like, body paint on them. They're basically crazy. They're, like, party dudes. They're like those college dudes that go out and, like, to every party that they see and bring beer and alcohol and, like, fuck shit up. You know what I mean?
Fuck.
And fuck.
Dudes.
So they go and they attack. And then right as soon as, like, Luke's forces are gathering themselves, they dip on the party ponies. And they travel really far. Because centaurs are able to distort time and space whenever they're running.
I bet Luke wanted one of them ponies. Anyway.
Yeah. Also, the Pegasus did escape earlier. I'm gonna keep that in mind. The Pegasus did escape earlier.
Honey, it's time for your... It's 3 a.m. Time for your rape session.
Huh?
Oh, jump in.
Bruh.
Purple?
Thank God.
No, you don't play it. You keep it.
Oh, well, on our rules.
Just...
Anyway, here you go, little boy.
But yeah, when you grab it, you have to show the other person and then keep it in your deck, which means you would go again.
That's like exposing your asshole.
Well, no, you show the card.
I might as well just strip right in front of Gianni.
Like, okay, so if you place it down and you say purple and he gets a purple, he shows you his card and then puts it in his deck.
This is gonna be risky, okay?
And then, because he drew a card, you would go again.
You've got to be kidding me.
Okay.
We're
playing Uno Flip. Well, they're playing Uno Flip. Where are we? Oh, yeah, so they escape with the centaurs, and they end up at a trailer park.
This is helping me.
And during the trailer park, he manages...
If you have an all-purpose card, if you have a color-changing card...
I have a 9.
Oh! Okay, go ahead.
Fuck. No more Uno.
Okay. We'll stop.
You gotta keep that screaming. That was pure despair. I never knew I could scream like that.
But yeah, so Karam, like, talks to Percy about the prophecy, about, like, how, like, yeah, he's just a kid, but he needs to, like, he has all this weight on his shoulders, right? And Percy asks a question, he's just like, why would they believe that you even damaged Thales tree in the first place? Why would they believe that you inside of Kronos? And that's when we learn that Kronos is Charon's father. And that's the cliffhanger at the end of this chapter.
Yep.
Second to last chapter. Chapter 19. The chariot race ends with a bang. So, they don't really talk on the way back, obviously. I mean, it's a little awkward learning that your father is sort of like...
learning that your teacher's father is actually the dude who's just been...
And your teacher is actually also your, like, second cousin.
Oh, yeah, that, yeah.
Yeah. Right? Second cousin? Is that how that works?
I have no idea.
I think... No, I think...
No. He was a generation above.
Yeah, no, but yeah, your parents' cousin is your first cousin once removed, no? Or is it your second cousin?
I do not know the fucking family tree.
I have a family tree saved on here because I wanted to learn how the Baudelaire children were related to Count Olaf.
You can put that in the post for this post.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're like related to your teacher and shit. But yeah, it's weird. It's a little awkward. And oh yeah, it's your first cousin once removed.
What?
Yeah. Your mentor is also your first cousin once removed. Yeah, a little weird. So they arrive back at camp, just after Clarice gets there. And Clarice puts the fleece back on the tree, and it immediately starts healing. Yeah, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
And everyone celebrates Clarice, and no one pays any attention to Annabeth or Percy. Which is good, because,
that's
like...
what Percy was going for.
Yeah, he didn't want that attention. He was like...
He also didn't want her to get beat by Ares. Come on now.
Yeah. And also, he was like, if they did, they would have to acknowledge that he did leave the camp, which would have him expelled, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the day is safe. They put on a 24/7 guard rotation around the tree so no one steals the fleece. And that's that. Percy and Annabeth end up teaming up for the chariot races. Tyson's fine with it. He's their pit crew. He updates the chariot. He gives them these 3 really cool spears, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, before the chariot race though, Percy's in the stables and he's brushing the horse's hair. When Hermes comes up, he's in like a postal outfit. You know, he's got his helmet on. And Percy initially starts to apologize, because he wasn't able to get through to Luke. And Hermes just says, I mean, you did the best you could. You know.
Family's messy.
Families are messy,
especially
you know.
immortal ones.
He's like, you know, like, do you ever get mad at your father? Do you ever think your father abandoned you? And Percy in his mind is like, yeah.
At first he's like, yeah. And then more he thinks about it, he gets more angry about it.
Yeah, he gets angrier and angrier. He realizes he did want recognition for the quest. Not from the camp, but from his father. Even just like a thank you, you know? Or just like, you did good, you know? And then Hermes sort of like offers the god side, where it's like, the gods can't directly interfere. It's against ancient rules, you know what I mean? If they did, it would cause more problems, exactly. And he just, you know, he tells Percy, he's just like, but think about it. Your father has been listening to you. Look back on your quest. Look at everything that he's done. I just hope that someday Luke sees that I've done that for him too. And Percy realizes that's true. The hippocampi, bringing...
It's like for Luke, he just has a fucking limitless credit card. Forgets to acknowledge.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Luke, I need you to relish yourself in the big booty hose. And he just starts
to get bears.
Stacks of money. He gets bears?
I mean, yeah.
I forgot he did the bears, huh?
Yeah. Gives him that... Wait, huh? He did the bears?
I mean, didn't they make him question his sexuality or some bullshit?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, remember?
I don't remember this, actually.
This is... Okay, hold on. Just because I feel like every single time we talk about it like it's fact. No! Luke did not fuck the man bears, alright? They did not...
It's questioning his sexuality. He wants to.
It's a joke because they're called bears. That's all it is.
He wants to do it, alright?
Okay.
He likes it.
He likes it. He wants it.
He wants it. That's why he's dressed the way he is now.
Oh god, the MJ video.
But yeah, and Hermes, the reason he's there is to deliver a letter to Percy.
Dressed the way he is. You know, I just barely realized you said that. What did you say, Adrian?
Hermes is there to deliver a letter to Percy. And that's from his father, you know? And he opens it up, and all it says is just brace yourself. That's it. 2 words. 2 words. And so obviously he's hung up about that. He's just like, he didn't say anything. He just said brace yourself. Why take the time to write that letter? You know what I mean? But he puts that out of his mind, and you get to the...
He's about to meet his first gosh chick.
And then you get to the cherry race. The cherry race is fun, you know? It's, like, really, really modified to the point where, like, the suspension is unbelievable, bro.
Yeah.
You're telling me you barely get any bumps on the chariot? That's fucking insane.
That's pretty insane, actually, yeah.
And like I said, you got the 3 poles. The cherry race goes, like, not fine, but I mean, they end up winning.
Above mid.
Above mid. I'm not going to describe it just because it's like a lot, you know what I mean? Yeah. And at that point, you might as well just, like, end up reading the book. Which I recommend to everybody. Read what we're reviewing before you listen to this.
Yeah.
Don't.
If you're not reading it before, you're just a weirdo. Like, oh god.
No,
Like, okay,
I understand, but like we're not the best way to experience this.
We are reviewing this with the intention that you already know what's happening. You know what I mean? If you're not, that's completely fine. If you're fine with us giving our rundown with all our major tangents and that being your first experience with Percy Jackson, all the better for you. But I would highly suggest reading these books before you listen to us. You know? And then that way, if we do any mistakes, you can, call us out on it, send us an email, message us on Instagram, at Demi-God Discussion, and at demigoddiscussion@gmail.com. Anyways, but yeah. That's, yeah. Tyson, yeah, the chariot race goes fine. I forgot to say this, but before the chariot race, Percy and Tyson have a little talk, you know what I mean? And what the fuck have you guys just been jerking off and making them into weapons? Yeah. Did you already make the cum lasso?
No, I
remember that was my original creation.
Baseball.
I also made cum shotgun shells, baseball.
I made a cum grenade and a cum RPG. Cum PG.
The cum sword.
You know what it is?
Without context, that's so weird.
Cum car.
Okay. I was about to talk about a really nice, lighthearted scene, and then it's just cum weapons.
You know what?
The cum bell.
Oh god, okay. This feels so good.
Specks of white are left on my chin.
Oh god.
Okay, hold on. Before the chariot race, Percy and Tyson are talking, and Tyson gives Percy a watch. And it's a nice watch, He's just like, oh, okay. And Tyson says, if you need protection during the race, just press that button. He's like, okay. And then we also realize that Tyson, when he I forget exactly what he says, but he basically says that Poseidon's not that bad of a father. That he gave him what he wanted. And what he wanted was a friend, Percy, Young Cyclopses typically are left alone on the streets. It teaches them to be humble, and not big and mean and fat like Polyphemus. But,
Fair.
I mean, he's just a kid, you get scared. That's where he got all the scars on his back from. It was from a sphinx. So, he prayed to his father for help. And then a couple days later, the people at Meriwether found him.
What time is it?
And that's how he... Horn was open.
17.
Yeah. Okay, we're chilling.
Yeah. And the people at Meriwether found him, and that's how he found Percy. So Poseidon gave him all he really needed. And so during the chariot race, Greek fire gets thrown on the chariot. And he can't deal with... The people that threw it was the Hephaestus captain. It was Beckendorf. He can't deal with Beckendorf and the fire at the same time. So he pops open the watch and he realizes that Tyson had made him an entire shield that could be compacted into the watch. That's cool, bro. So he opens it up, bam, and then bashes the Hephaestus cabin off to the side, and then takes the Greek fire, and then plunges it into their chariot, and then it blows up.
Damn.
They end up winning, and then, yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Percy embraces Tyson as his brother, his baby brother, because he's done so much for him.
And he does a shout out at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow my baby brother.
My baby
Tyson.
Mike Tyson over here. He's gonna be taking the world champion. Taking the world championship.
At clap.com. Anyway.
Oh.
Let me get to the final chapter.
You know what?
The final chapter is actually pretty concise. It just wraps up a couple of things. It's called The Fleece Works Its Magic Too Well. The beginning of the chapter is pretty straightforward. Bruh. Basically, the Council of Cloven Elders. Bruh, my drum set.
It's got my butt imprint on it now.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'll just look it up later.
Hey, yo! You know what? That's it, Adrian.
Continue.
I just...
Oh, what?
Come spitball.
Oh, God. Come flames are just... Oh, God, I did not have to make that noise with it.
Anyways. Okay, Grover decides... The Council of Cloven Elders is so impressed with Grover that not only did he not die, that he got rid of, like, the big main deterrent for searching for Pan. That... Sorry, my body just... Okay.
It did CPR on itself.
Kinda. No, they give him like a 2-month-long rest period and a new set of reed pipes. So he stays the summer before he ends up going off to search for Pan again. Percy calls his mom, and at first she's mad, but then she's just like, oh, I'm just glad you're safe. We also learned from Chiron that that his school doesn't think that he like blew it up anymore. And he's like, oh, can I go back next year? And Chiron's was like, no, your principal said you had an ungroovy vibe.
Yeah, ungroovy.
But at least you don't have any legal trouble anymore, and so that your mom's doesn't have any reason to worry. Speaking of which, you should probably call her. So he calls her. She's mad. She's not mad, and they talk. He can't necessarily promise that he won't ever worry her again, because that's just the life of a demigod.
Yeah.
He's gonna end up staying the rest of the summer, but he will be going back for the new school year. And we also learned that Tyson is gonna leave for the Forges.
Titan.
Yeah, Tyson got
promoted.
Yeah.
He's going for an internship. They're sitting on the dune beaches, and that's when Tyson said that his dad Poseidon gave him a dream, and that he wanted him to come down to work at the Forges for an internship, and that he leaves right then and there. So they say their goodbyes and they leave, and then
I am the favorite one. Look at me. More attention.
Well, just because he's a Cyclops, you know what I mean? He's able to work in the Forges. And Annabeth and Grover go pick up Percy.
Get mad top.
And then they go away. And then we get a chapter break. And then we see Percy's dream. And in his dream, he hears Kronos. And Kronos says that Polyphemus is blind in his cave, believing he's won a great victory. How are you any different, little hero? Implying that obviously there's something bigger at play. Percy knows this. There's always a plan within a plan when it comes to Kronos.
Bigger.
And then we see Tyson as he's going to the Forges. And then we see Poseidon, who looks basically the exact same that he did the last time we saw him. He looks at Percy in the dream, and he says, brace yourself. The exact same things that he said in the letter. Percy wakes up to knocking on his cabin door. Just, who's there? Autism. Where them hoes at?
That was the most autistic
Not
thing you've ever done.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Autism. No, I can't do it anymore. My throat doesn't allow me to do the deep noise. God damn it. But yeah, it's Grover, and he's just like, oh, Annabeth, tree. So that gives the impression to Percy that, like, Annabeth...
Agent whimpering on
lying there? I'm pretty sure he said lying there,
Yeah. No, he says that to Chiron once they're outside. Basically, no one's telling Percy anything. So Percy has the impression that Annabeth is hurt. So they go...
She's a whole ass.
Haul ass. We hear the lying there thing when Grover says it to Chiron.
Just like Captain America and the
on your left
War, when him and Black Panther are hauling ass in front of the army. That's exactly Percy right there.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I call dibs.
Huh?
Well,
take that as well. Anyway.
Okay, so they go towards a tree, and they see there a woman. Like, a girl cradling another girl who's, like, passed out. And at first he thinks it's Annabeth that's on the ground. But then he looks, and he sees that it's, like...
a punky goth shit.
Well, Annabeth is the one in armor. Oh. And she goes up, and she's like, she was just there. She came out of nowhere. And then Percy gets off, and he runs up to her, and everybody's just like, Percy, stop. And he's just like, what are you guys doing? Like, she needs nectar and ambrosia. Just stop standing around there, But yeah, she's punk, like... black, sort of spiky hair, And then she wakes up. And he's like, oh, like, it's okay, you're fine, I'm Percy, you're okay. He's just like, it felt like it was a long dream, like I was dying. She's like, no, you're okay, who are you? And then she opens her eyes, and it's like this bright blue.
Yeah, so it's also like electric type.
Yeah, electric blue.
Yeah.
And before she even says anything, like, he already knows who he is. He knows why everyone was so apprehensive. That even though Chiron and Annabeth and Grover should be happy about this moment, they're already thinking how this impacts the future. This is how Kronos gets another chess piece into play. Another way to control the prophecy again. That this person lying on the ground, quote, is either going to be Percy's best friend or his greatest enemy. And then she says, I am Thalia, daughter of Zeus. And that's the end of the book. And we're left with that. That giant cliffhanger. That Thalia is actually fucking alive.
Yep. Turns out she kills him off screen. She kills everyone off screen and Kronos wins.
Wait, what?
What?
But yeah, that's... yeah, that's the end of the book. This was almost a 2-hour-long podcast, you guys.
It's okay. Just make it a special since it's the end of the book.
We were yapping, anyway.
We were yapping for so long. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a fun book. I liked it. I will say out of the first series, this is probably the weakest out of them. But that does not mean that it is bad. I love this book. I love the introduction to Tyson.
Tyson is goated.
I like to see a monster scene. You know what I mean? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, dirty hands, man. I don't know what you guys are on about.
Okay, but yeah, Tyson's goated. It does feel like they're still setting up more major plots, though. You know what I mean? The first book was definitely a great introduction. That's why I gave it a 9.5. You know? This one, it's a great follow-up, introduces new characters, and obviously sets up bigger things for the future. I would give this an 8 out of 10. What about you, Randy?
0 out of 10. It's so garbage. It's not okay. No, it's pretty good. It definitely feels more like it's setting up everything else. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the stepping stone to the climax. This is the rising action book. Mm-hmm. That was
the second book like. in a long series is usually that rising action.
Yeah. I will say though, for it being that, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I know I didn't like Harry Potter's second book that much. Or, I didn't like a lot of things, sequels, actually.
He's like, wait a second. They were quicker.
He's like, yo! But
it was so long since I've read Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's been a while for me, too. I remember reading Deathly Hallows and then seeing... what was the owl's name again? Hedwig, seeing him die.
Bruh.
That was sad.
You're like, no.
Hedwig!
And then Mad-Eye dies, too, right?
Mad-Eye Moody dies, yeah. So, that's what I heard a lot of people saying that... First of all, by the way, the show, it's a new Harry Potter show that's coming out. It's a reboot. Only for the first book, the first season. People are already talking about how it can do things better in the 7th fucking book. How, like, oh, the show should focus on Mad-Eye Moody's death more. It should focus on Hedwig's death more. Yeah. Like, my brother in Christ. That is still... not even in the book. Both of those deaths are sort of skipped over.
Like, Hedwig literally just... I'm pretty sure in the movie, like, Hedwig was trying to protect Harry and then dies, right? In the book, he just straight up dies.
Yeah.
He just gets shot by the bullet called Avada Kedavra. Yeah. That's literally the gun of that book, bro.
Both the book and the movie do not do Hedwig's death justice.
Yeah.
The book
or
dives
Mad Eye's too.
The book dives a little bit more, into Mad Eye's death, but even then, it's not that much.
Yeah, the fact that he just gets killed on screen, an important character just killed like that.
Like that. Like, I get it. Like, it's a war that's going on, realistically speaking. That's going to happen all the time.
Yeah.
It happens to, I think, was it Fred?
To who?
Fred.
Fred? No, I think he gets his ear cut off, though.
George is the one that dies.
I think. Right? I don't remember.
Either way,
it's been so long since I read Harry Potter.
And that was depressing.
Yeah.
I remember watching it in the movie, and I was just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, Deathly Hallows in general was a very
Seeing both Remus and Tonks die holding hands was...
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's actually depressing.
Yeah.
That's actually fucking depressing.
That book was so sad,
God.
dude. I'm getting chills just thinking about it, bro.
Yeah.
They killed off everyone.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. I just realized I'm supposed to give my rating.
Yeah. I still think it's insane, though, that it's only the first season and they're already like, they can fix this thing 7,000 years in the future.
Like, chill, bro.
So what would you rate it out of 10?
Honestly?
What's my old rating, first of all?
Hmm?
What was the old rating?
Okay, so the first book, I believe, I gave a 9.5 out of 10 on the first book. In the, let's see here. Yeah, I gave a 9.5. Gianni, you gave a 9.2. Randy, you gave a 9. So our average was a 9.23.
Yeah. Honestly, I would honestly go for like a 7.5.
7.5? Okay.
Yeah. To be honest, this book wasn't as interesting to me as the first book. It did catch my interest, don't get me wrong. The second book was good, but the first one, dude, it sucked me in, dude. When I read, I couldn't really put it down.
Yeah, it was like a gay blowjob you didn't want to skip.
Real!
Hell yeah.
Started it, you might as well finish it. Yeah.
What'd you give it then, Gianni?
Probably like a 7.2. Remember, 5 equals good, or mid, so we're chilling.
5 is average.
So yeah, these are still really good ratings, especially, yeah, an average book would be a 5. So we're giving this high praise. Like I said, anything above a 9 is just spectacular. 9 and above is spectacular. 7 and 8s are
like
really good books.
We read another series, we're like, hold up, this one's cool.
Yeah, you know, and like a 6 is something that's better than average. A 5 is average. 4 and 3 are like, I mean, it's okay. It's got its downsides, and then 2 and below is like actual hot garbage. So
yeah. Oh yeah. If anything's 1, it's
ass.
basically gotta be unwatchable. I still think the second Percy Jackson movie cannot be that.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
gonna be
horrible.
fucking ass, dude.
It cannot be that.
Yes,
bad.
it
Some of
is.
the action scenes were fine. We're cool, but the actual show is really butt ass.
Bruh. Did it get Hollywoodified like the first movie?
Oh, you have no idea. Ramp it up to a 10. If you think the first one was Hollywoodified, you ain't seen nothing yet, brother.
It got worse.
It got so much worse.
Damn.
It's horrible. Fucking Tyson's actually annoying.
Really? How did they ruin Tyson's character?
We'll get there when we get there.
Okay, that's fair. I forgot. We got 3 more books to go, huh?
Yeah. So our average, well, in the first series alone,
The next series.
after we read the 4th book, that's our first side book, actually. Because remember, we're reviewing these in chronological order. So the first series, before we go into like the second side series, I guess, which would be the Kane Chronicles, we have 3 more books and then 1 side story.
This looks so wrong. Just hit fucking.
Yeah.
When
Alright.
he just stood up, it looked like he's about to put his dick in your face.
No, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so our average was a 7.57 out of 10. Excuse me.
That's
I
pretty
gotta.
good.
The next thing that we are reading is going to be The Titan's Curse. And we are going to be reviewing
Titan's Thirst.
the first 10 chapters. Chapters 1 through 10. Because it has 20 chapters. So, same as this book.
Audiobook gonna go crazy for 3 days straight.
What happened?
Don't you have the book?
I do. But either do I work on my own thing and listen to the audiobook, or do I just sit down and read it? Now that's the question. If I
It's
can't
up to
remember
you.
anything at the end, I'll read it. But like, anyway.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
We're going to buy Randy the ebook because what we've been doing these past couple of sessions is that Randy got a spare copy from Gianni for The Lightning Thief. And right now, Randy has my spare copy of The Sea of Monsters. But neither one of us have a spare copy of The Titan's Curse. And Gianni doesn't have anything besides the first series. So, we gotta buy a lot of books.
Yeah, I'm gonna go broke.
Yeah. Well, Randy doesn't have space for books, so he's getting ebooks. And then Gianni's
Because
more...
he's into electric shit, like e-girls, e-boys.
What do you mean, e-boys?
Did you say electric girls?
I say electrical things. E-girls, e-boys.
E-girls just stand for electrical
toys.
women.
iPad, internet pad.
E-relationships.
I love me a
Yeah.
woman that can't eat without having YouTube.
That's, oh god, that's so me, dude.
That's so real.
We always talk about how the future, that like this, like Gen Alpha is brain rotted. We don't talk about how we got brain rotted.
Yeah. I can't eat without YouTube.
It's so real. I can probably do the honors now, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's the end of our episode. Like I said, our rating was an average of a 7.57 out of 10. So yeah, not as good as the first book, but still really good. Better than like 3 of the episodes that we watched in the show, I guess. I don't think that's a fair comparison, but either way. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Threads, and now TikTok at Demi-God Discussion. By the time this has come out, I hope to have that TikTok account up and running. So make sure to enjoy that. I don't know. I'm trying to expand our social media presence, so I'm doing that. Make sure to check out some __ hippies on Instagram. Our friend Ozzy has a lot of good art on there. He did our what's it called? Our profile picture.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made our profile. It was really nice of him. I love it. I like the way it looks.
Yeah, you love it. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to send us an email, let us know anything. You can either send that to demigoddiscussion@gmail.com.
Comments, emails are.
Yeah. If you want to email us, we have an email open. You could also comment on any one of our threads, on our Instagram discussions, on TikTok when those are up. And I believe that's everything, right?
I can't hot as balls. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Alrighty
Shall
then.
I do the honors?
You can do the honors.
See